Today, I believe that I'm being called to lead by helping to clear the field in this race so that a positive, conservative message can rise to the top of the field. With this in mind, I will suspend my campaign immediately.
Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker announcing earlier this evening that he's out of the running for the Republican presidential nomination for the year 2016. In the wake of that announcement, what does it mean for the entire GOP field, but especially for the three outsiders, Donald Trump, Dr. Ben Carson, and Carly Fiorina? Incidentally, all three of those outsiders currently atop the polls. For more on this, let's talk to a supporter of Carly Fiorina, former New York Congresswoman Nan Hayworth. And again, you've been asking me, no, she's no relation. We do have in common the fact that we both served in Congress, and jokingly, I call her Cousin Nan. So, Cousin Nan, we always thank you for your time here on Newsmax Prime.
Always great to join you.
Scott Walker, out of the running. Does it surprise you?
Well, not based on his recent polling, no. And, you know, JD, this is a highly competitive field, and what I'm of course, very glad about is that Carly Fiorina is rising as I expected she would. But Scott Walker is a great governor and a great leader, and I am sure he will be back in presidential politics.
Well, he is a young man, and he has been a fighter, and he's been successful winning those fights from a conservative perspective, but apparently not this pursuit of the presidency. So Scott Walker, an outstanding gentleman. We'll see what happens with him. In the meantime, you're here to talk about Carly Fiorina. In the CNN poll, she skyrocketed to second place. Donald Trump still in the lead at 24%, then Carly Fiorina at 15%, Dr. Ben Carson at 14%. You have to be pleased with these CNN numbers.
Very pleased, very pleased. I'll be even more pleased when she's at the top of the poll, and I'm sure that's going to come too, JD. Because you know what? She has worked so hard for it. She has earned it. She is a proven leader. And I know we talked about it on debate night last week, but she sounds like a president, and rightly so.
Well, certainly two impressive debate performances, but with growing poll numbers comes growing scrutiny. The opposition research hard at work, pulling out various pieces of videotape from years past and campaigns past. I can tell you, just personally, I have a concern about the fact that Carly supported the DREAM Act in California to kind of let illegals essentially leapfrog the law in some cases if they had been born here in the United States, and also what she has to say about the 14th Amendment. Doesn't Section 5 of the 14th Amendment make it very clear that our immigration law and the status of these people can be changed via statute?
Well, JD, as you know, there are two highly informed and highly educated expert schools of thought on the 14th Amendment, and Carly has stated that she does consider the 14th Amendment to be interpreted at this point as meaning that if a child is born in the United States, he or she is a citizen of the United States.
And we should note that all of these candidates have been in line for criticism. It comes with rising in the polls. For example, the case of Donald Trump. There are those who are suspicious of him, saying that he's not really a conservative. What do you think? How do you think Carly Fiorina would respond to that evaluation of Trump not being a conservative?
Well, you know, I think Carly Fiorina is concentrating on her own qualifications for the presidency. And as an observer, I can certainly say that what we saw in the debate last week was a Carly Fiorina who was expert, who was authoritative, who knew the facts, the figures, the world leaders, because, of course, she has dealt with them directly as a very successful, the first female CEO of a Fortune 50 company. In fact, it was a Fortune 20 company. She was on the CIA's External Advisory Committee. She knows these crucial things day one. Donald Trump, on the other hand, as we saw, JD, waves his hands, has glib answers, really doesn't know the facts, says he'll figure it out as he goes along. you know what? We already have a president, JD, who thinks he knows everything and waves his hands to get stuff done, and we don't need another one.
Well, let me return and just ask your personal opinion. Do you believe Donald Trump is a conservative?
I think that Mr. Trump is someone whom I have known and found quite likable personally, but he has a lot of positions in his background that he really has to account for. He has been very far to the left of what he claims to profess now. And I do think that's worth asking questions about. Carly Fiorina, whom I'm supporting and whom I trust as a proven leader who not only sounds like a president, but I know will act as a very successful president, really has very strong conservative bona fides, and I trust her judgment and her ability to get the job done as our candidate and as our president.
Former Congresswoman Nan Hayworth of New York. Cousin Nan, always a good thing to have you on. And again, that's just a term of familiarity, not accurate on the family tree, but always happy to hear from you, Nan. Thanks very much for your insights on Carly Fiorina.
Thank you, JD. Proud to be with you. Proud to be your cousin.
You bet. Really appreciate it. Now, we want to know, family tree aside, who is your choice for the Republican nomination in 2016? Scott Walker walking away from the campaign. Who do you want to see? Is it Fiorina, Trump, or Dr. Carson, or somebody else? Vote by going to newsmaxpolls.com.